Hi, I'm Danny, and I'm here to run through a commercial credit report on the CreditorWatch portal. As you can see, this will be the first screen that you see when you log into our portal. It's very intuitive and very easy to navigate around. The first point to note is that to run a credit report, all our information is online, and it's simply a case of entering a business name, ABN, ACN, or if you've run the report before, you can search it via your own assigned ID or account number. So in this instance, and what we would recommend is that you enter a ACN. For this example, I'll be using a company that has gone into liquidation, just to give you an idea of the different pieces of information that we pull. All our reports are live, and we are constantly checking with ASIC and the other regulatory bodies that the information is up to date. The first thing that you can see is it is a very intuitive report. We present all the information on the first screen. These 9 boxes, which we call widgets, are all clickable and take you to the relevant part of the credits report. An important feature to note is our monitor for changes. This allows you to monitor any organization that you're looking at. Once it goes into your watch list, any changes to the reports will be notified to you via email. The 9 widgets give you the key information. We have, from left to right, we have the credit score, which is between 1 and 850, credit inquiries, the legal status of the organization, number of defaults, if any, that have been registered against the company, court actions. We pull this information from every court in the land electronically, mercantile inquiries. These are debt collectors, they leave a footprint. Down at the bottom, we have ASIC information, any critical documents, and a very, very valuable feature is our cross-directorships, which show directors other organizations that they have shareholdings in, and these are clickable, and I'll show you that when we get down to it. The first thing to notice is we have a big red stop sign here. We sum up the information there, again, all very clickable. Scrolling down the report, we have the legal information for you to check. We pull this information from ASIC and ABR, and it is up to date. If it's not up to date, and we are checking constantly, there will be a sign there to allow you to update the information via an ASIC extract. Other information provided is when the company was registered, the status of the organisation, its GST status and addresses. We provide, for your information, an ANZIC classification. The credit score is scored between 1 and 850. An interesting and a valuable part of this is that we will provide the credit score going back 12 months. So this allows you to see any changes in the status or in the score. For comparison, we will also give you the industry credit score. Our payment predictor allows you to understand how the organisation you're searching on is paying its suppliers. We get the information from over 6 million trade credit lines. These include organisations that provide their ATB to us, and also information from Xero and MYOB. This is updated every 5 minutes, so it provides a real-time overview. Again, we will provide a comparison with the industry and the organisation. As you can see in this example, payment terms blew out around March, and obviously have died off as the organisation has gone into administration. We will also give you information on how many trade lines we have on that organisation, average balance and average overdue. Credit inquiries, we will provide you information of companies that have looked at this report in the last 12 months and over the last 5 years. We only show industry, we don't show which companies have looked for a number of reasons. And you can order those by, or you can look at those by industry or indeed by date. Court actions. As I mentioned, we receive information from every court within the country. This is updated. If a court action and judgment is passed against the organisation, you will receive an email as long as you're monitoring the company the next day. We provide information on who the plaintiff was, the nature of the claim, how much was awarded against them, the action, as well as dates in the court. Payment defaults lodged. This is possibly the most powerful and valuable part of our report. It's unique data to us and is provided by our 50,000 plus members. A default allows our members to provide information to other members when an organisation doesn't pay it. So they may not be taken to court, but you can register your default in our system. A default then triggers an alert to any organisation that is watching this company. Typically, as you can see here, the defaults were lodged before the actual court action, so give you that early warning signal. ASIC published notices. In this instance, these are the critical reports, critical notices, and tend to be when a company is wound up or if something serious is happening. In this instance, with the winding up notice, we will provide you with the organisation that's winding them up, in this instance, Hall Chadwick, their address, contact name and number, so allows you to contact them and put your interest in. As I mentioned earlier, we have 200 plus debt collectors. If a debt collector is chasing this organisation, they will leave a footprint. Again, a very early warning sign. Any critical ASIC documents are lodged here, allow you to purchase them, and we will provide those straight away. Status changes, this will inform you if anything happens to the company. So in this instance, it's under external administration, but it could be a GST deregistration or the company deregistering. This information is very valuable and is well loved. What it allows you to do is to investigate who the directors are, all the publicly available information on them, so date of birth, their addresses. More interestingly, it provides you all their known cross directorships. The button is clickable, so it will provide you with relevant information. We will group organisations. In red are any default actions. So this director has interests in 13 different companies, and a number of them here have other actions pending against them. So these are all clickable. You can then go into these reports and have a look and see what's happening there. Where this is valuable is you may have an organisation that comes to you and on first glance, it looks as if the credit report is totally clean. You get down to this section and then you see that they have a number of other organisations that they've been involved with that have gone into liquidation or have other adverse information against them. So very, very handy. Registered addresses, again, clickable, allows you to click through to have a look at Google Maps and see where they are. Shareholding, this allows you to see who is running the company, who's the ultimate beneficial owner. And again, if there was a number of shareholders here, you could actually click through to their relevant credit report and get further information. For more complex organizations, you have the opportunity to purchase an ultimate beneficiary report, which will run a report that identifies who the ultimate beneficiary owner is. And then we have just asset documents. If one of our members has purchased it, they'll be available here to look at, or if you do want to purchase it, you can do. These are the extracted ones, which allows you to view online, download them. These are free of charge and part of our community service. Any other business names that the company may have had? So that's, as you can see, a very intuitive and a very simple way of gathering the information and presenting it for you to make a credit decision. We have some additional functionality to the report. You can add notes for colleagues and they will be stored. You can also add an ID number here for you to run a search against. You can lodge a PPSR registration against them. We would need to, sorry, these are searches, but if you can create a PPSR registration, it's very simple. You would need to have our other product PPSR logic, but it's as simple as ticking a box and recording a registration. And finally, if you need a hard copy, it's simply a case of pressing generate report. There is no cost. If you want to add additional features, you can do there. Then it's just a case of downloading it, and that will generate the report, and you can store it as and when you like. Thank you for watching. Appreciate your time. And if you have any further questions or any queries, please do not hesitate to contact us. Thank you.